Well, Simon, it was bound to happen sometime or other, but it was the way we lost that. Totally sort of, not inept performance, but that first half must have been so frustrating. We just weren't at the races.
It's one way of looking at it. I think the situation which led to their goal was avoidable. But at half-time, we felt we had to make some changes, which we did, mainly for tactical reasons. I don't think there was a lack of effort or trying. Standing here just wondering how we haven't scored.
Yeah, we had a couple of chances in the second half from close range, and a couple that went over the bar, but their goal came out of nothing, and they snuffed us out really well. They outsmarted us, I think, in all areas.
You can say in terms of game intelligence at times they had the upper hand, but we just said there in the dressing room we've got into enough areas in the second half, good situations, people driving into the box, just that final ball into the box or that final touch. It just felt like it wasn't going to be our day, but I'm standing here, we'll learn a lot from this. I think there were some very encouraging signs, if I'm honest, and on another day we definitely would have got something out of the game.
Yeah, it did seem that way. It looked like nothing was going right for Kettering, and then suddenly we had that 20-minute break, which kind of helped things for reasons we can't really go onto an air. But that must affect both teams. I mean, they came back at us quite quickly after that delay. Yeah,
and to be fair, I mean, you've just picked up on there. I thought just before the break, we'd actually got some momentum in the game. Who knows what that would have led to? And of course, a break is a break, and we were always going to make some changes, but I'd rather make them when we've got momentum. But I can't help think with the situations and the areas we got into, we should have scored today.
I think really, I mean, as I said, we're going to lose games of football. We're not going to win them all. We're not going to be invincible. And it has given you food for thought. There were a few abject performances out there that you must probably agree with, maybe. You did change it around. We said at half-time you're bound to change it, as you have done in all the games so far, and it's worked. Yeah. It didn't work on this occasion, but it must give you food for thought.
Yeah, and look, I think we all know we need more than 11 players. We shouldn't underestimate the last 17 days. We've won 4 games. Probably at parts today, we played better than in some of the other games, yet we've actually won those games. We expect Harborough to be one of the better sides, but we're really irritated we haven't got anything out of that game.
Yeah, they did look a bit sharper than us at times, but it's bound to happen, isn't it? Just 2 things, Simon. One, FA Cup obviously next week, different competition. Yeah. B, Niall Ranger, is he going to be with us, do you think, or is that still in negotiations?
Yeah, I think that'll take its course this week, which everyone, I think it's common knowledge, is with us. The plan was to the end of this month, so that needs to be discussed this week, definitely. And then, as you say, at the end of the week, we've got an FA Cup game to look forward to at Long Eaton. So we'll go into the cycle of recover. We'll review today, we'll look at things we should have done better. We'll remind ourselves of the things that we did well, and we'll be better for it. We'll learn from it, and I think that's a sign of a good side. Got lads in the dressing room who are irritated, and you can probably sense in my voice as well there's an irritation.
Well, I watch you real bad for kicking every ball, so I know what you're going through over there. But do you think there's any complacency in that? No,
we had a good meeting yesterday to talk about this game. That shows the commitment of the players. We had real clarity on what we wanted to do. Whether we executed it enough, that's obviously a topic for discussion. At times I think we did, and other times I think we could have been a bit smarter. What certainly wasn't for the want of trying, and I thought you saw that throughout the game. But look, we've had a good 17 days. I think we have to put it in perspective. We've been done by the odd goal today. We've got 4 wins at this stage of the season. I think most of the teams in the league would accept that was a good start, but we always want more, and that's what drives good teams and good environments. We know where we want to be, and we keep learning. We learn when we win, and we learn when we don't win. So that for me is how we improve, and we will get better.
I suppose really we're going to see now how we bounce back from this and
Yeah.
see what we've got in that tank, and which players you can trust, which players you need to, work on and develop from this. It's only one game, isn't it? But it's the way we lost, I think, is the problem. If we'd been beaten by a side that was fantastic, that would have been great. But two evenly matched sides, one chance, game over.
Yeah, and it is hard because they'll probably feel that on another day that they wouldn't have won the game, and you saw their reaction at the end. What I think is important as well was the reaction of the supporters, and the comments just summed up that how proud they are of the team, and how proud the team is of them. And it's really important that we stick together. As you say, it is one game. There's 42 games in a season. I did say the other day I'm not very good at stats, so I won't go any further with that. But it's tough to take, Cookie, and we'll get ready for next Saturday.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks for your views. We'll see you at Long Eaton for the FA Cup run.
Yeah, and a big thank you to the supporters. I thought they were magnificent again. That connection's really special, and it means a lot to the boys. It's, as we say, very early in the season, but let's keep getting stronger together.
Thanks, Simon. Cheers.
Thank you.